Hello, Ravens fans, and welcome to this conference tournament preview. I'm Aaron Schneider, the Sports Information Director at Anderson University, and joining us for our tennis conference preview is head coach Matt Moore. How are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic, Aaron. So just so all of our Ravens Nation know, I promise I'm not driving while I'm sitting here. I'm in carpool line getting ready to pick up a kid from school. So excited to be able to talk with you, but just wanted to give a setting for why I'm in the car.
Okay. So to give a little bit of background, well, one of the things that's different this year, of course, is with the schedule changes that we had for the fall, with no athletic contests in the fall. Unlike in years past, we're actually having both of our conference tournaments on the same weekend. They're usually the women are competing in the fall, but their conference tournaments in the spring. So we will actually have the luxury of hosting two conference tournament matches on Wednesday.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we have our women competing against Manchester at 3 on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and we have our men competing against Franklin, who they just played at 6 o'clock. Both of those will be here. So let's talk about those first. On the actually, before getting into those matches, let's talk about the season as a whole. What you thought on each end.
So I'll start with the women's side. I mean, I feel our women have played exceptionally well all season. So, I mean, our record, I do not think is indicative of how strong we've played. We had a couple of 4 or 5 losses against some really strong NAIA teams and some of the top Division III programs in the country. So, we've done really well in conference, going 3-2 close matches against Rose-Hulman and Transylvania that didn't go our way, but I'm confident in the tournament that we're going to have another shot at some of those schools, and hopefully we'll be able to flip the script. But, we've had 3 women that have been named Athletes of the Week: Megan Long, Maddie Brown, Anna Creech. Megan, who's one of our first-year players, went 5-0 in conference singles matches and 5-0 in conference doubles matches. So, I mean, an undefeated conference season from her, and just have seen a lot of growth, I think, physically and mentally from our players. And I think we're entering into the conference tournament with as much confidence as we've had all year, and really with excellent skill sets. On the men's side, our men have played a really, really brutal schedule. So, and I'm hoping that while we took our lumps along the way, that has prepared us for what the conference tournament is going to require from us. And that is the ability to go out there, to play competitive, and to find a way to upset teams that on paper might appear to be stronger than we are, but I don't think are out of reach for us. So, obviously we'll play Franklin in the first round, who we had good success with. And, from there, we're going to start getting into, the upper echelon of what our conference has to offer, but we're right on the cusp. So I think if our guys can stay motivated, can keep their eyes moving forward, can handle the ebbs and flows of the match, that we can do quite a bit to surprise some of the other teams in our conference.
Okay, so looking at our 2 matches, the women got the finished 3rd in the conference standings. They will be playing 6th-seeded Manchester, and then the men got 4th in the conference, and they'll be facing 5th-seeded Franklin. What do you see out of those 2 teams?
So against Manchester, we won 8-1 in the regular season. Our one loss was at the one single spot. I really would love to see Claire Miller come out and play strong in this particular match. I think it'd be great confidence booster for her. So there's a little bit of emphasis on that particular position for us, just knowing that could really set the tone for how she's going to play throughout the conference tournament. But if we go out and we execute the style of play that we're capable of, and we dictate and control the play versus allowing Manchester to dictate, I think we'll be fine in that match. I mean, obviously I love Manchester's coach. I love their players, but I think the first time that we played them, demonstrated our ability to perform well against them. So I'm anticipating no letdowns when it comes to that. On the men's side against Franklin, we lost the 1 and 2 singles position, did really well towards the back end of the singles lineup. But the 1 and 2 singles matches were close. So, I mean, I really, again, would like to see us have a more dominating performance at the top of our lineup, to also set the stage for what's going to follow, hopefully throughout the duration of Saturday and into Sunday. I think doubles in the Franklin match will be important. important. So we went down 0-3 in both of the doubles matches on Saturday when we played them, and ended up coming back and winning 8 straight games at 1 doubles and only dropping 1 more game in 2 doubles while rattling off, 8 games pretty quick. But we can't get down like that in any of the matches as we get to conference, where it's really do or die time. I mean, one bad match can cost your team an entire season, and all of a sudden you're done. So we got to really go out, make sure that we go out with good energy, good emphasis on taking early control of matches and doing what we're capable of being able to do. But the thing on the men's side that I'm hopeful for is a complete team effort. I feel on the women's side, we've had several matches where everybody's played up to their potential. On the men's side, I'm not convinced yet that we've seen the best from each one of those players. So I'm hoping now that we get to the conference time that we're really going to see each of them escalate and elevate their level of play.
All right. And then after these matches, the winner will compete into the conference tournament at Top Seed Tennis Club in Nicholasville, which will be hosted by Transylvania. That will be your semifinal and championship matches. So we'll be looking forward to potentially advancing to those. But until then, we have these 2 home matches on Wednesday. Be sure to follow along with any more conference previews and any more. And then, of course, be sure to root on your Ravens on Wednesday. And then, Coach Moore, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks so much, Aaron. Go Ravens.